All right, welcome to another episode. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Knicks. It's mid-January. The trade deadline is approaching fast and in a hurry. What will it bring for the Knicks? Are they still hopeful for the playoffs? And if not, what is the future of the team going forward? So, as we stand here, January 10th, it's time to start looking at the teams, and in particular the Knicks. How realistic is the playoffs? They currently sit tied at 9 with the 76ers. Clearly, you could see anybody else below is not going to make the playoffs. Maybe Charlotte, long shot. The surprise team, really, in the standings these days, in the East anyway, is the Miami Heat. They have really been playing solid basketball. Of course, Pat Riley rebuilding the Miami Heat after LeBron left, and he's got the team in a good position, and they've recovered fast up until now. I mean, last year they were missed the playoffs, but it looks like they're going to finish at least somewhere, at least 6th, 7th, 4th. Who knows? They're playing well. They play defense. That's why. Are they the best defensive? You know, but they consistently play defense. You can see they allow about 102 points a game. Their problem is they can't score. Once that team acquires a real scoring threat, they're going to be dangerous. But as you can see, it's Boston, Toronto, and Cleveland. Listen, whatever you say about Cleveland, they just had Isaiah Thomas, I believe, returned. He'll get his sea legs under him. Any team with LeBron in his prime is a threat to not only make the conference finals, but make it to the finals. Say what you will about the state of basketball today. It's weak, or the NBA is weak. But the reality is LeBron is still the king of the East, and until he loses a couple more steps, or a team like the Celtics steps up and takes him out, you got the road to the finals goes through Cleveland. And now, but back to the Knicks. Again, I've said it. They have played so well this year, so well, they're making their fans happy. But they're a Jekyll and Hyde team because they are a young team right now. They're a young upstart team. They played extremely well at home. 15-7. I say extremely well for them, considering these past several seasons of futility. But their road record is they can't win big games on the road. They're lucky to beat bad teams on the road. 4-14. They recently just had a couple of road wins this year in 2018. But they're not going to make the playoffs, as I said, until they at least can start beating bad teams consistently on the road. I don't know. I figure that they might win 38, 39 games this year. Maybe 40. Maybe. I don't think it'll be enough to make the playoffs. And as also I stated, is it really imperative that the Knicks make the playoffs this season? Is it a must? No, I don't think so. Their core is growing. They have a nice little core now in the post Carmelo Anthony era with Porzingis, Cantor, and Hardaway. Let's look at this. So there you go. Porzingis is Porzingis. He has stepped back a little bit from his monstrous play the first month of the season, where it seemed like he was putting up 30 and 10 every game. His knees and his foot. Listen, I've said that about Porzingis many times. If you follow my episodes, he's very tall, and with very tall basketball players like him who are 7'2", 7'3", 7'4", their feet and knees are going to give them problems. Especially somebody athletic as him. He's still young though, but listen, he's got to stay on the courts. If he's going to be the franchise player, if he's going to be referred to as one of the elite players in the NBA, he's got to stay healthy and be there night in and night out. I mean, injuries happen, but it's becoming a very, very trend with him, especially in the second half. He plays well the first 2 months, and then he can't even finish out the year because he's got these nagging injuries, foot injury and knee injury. I know they're very careful with him, but I don't know. Cantor, we got him in the Carmelo Anthony trade. I think now, at least in 2018, the Knicks made out on that trade. Made good riddance, Carmelo Anthony. They got real decent, real solid second tier, second tier player, front court player in Enes Kanter. This guy's a double-double. Courtney Lee's played well. Jarrett Jacks has filled in admirably at the point guard, with him and Ron Baker and the rookie Frank Ntilikina. As he gets better, he'll get better next year. But going back, is it necessary for the Knicks to make the playoffs this year? And no, and maybe they're probably not going to make the playoffs without having to tank games at the end of the season. Which brings me to my next point. So now the latest rumor is, have you heard his name, Trey Burke? He plays for the Knicks in the G League, and he has been, as the reports say, he's been lighting up the league. He's averaging 26 points. He looks like he can handle the ball. He looks like he can shoot the ball and he can drive. As you can see, he's a former number 9 overall pick who had problems early on in his career. Last year, he finished the year as backup to John Wall, who they made the playoffs and went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how is he going to fit in? Exactly. They have to make a roster spot for him. Do they wait until after the deadline, until they make a move to put him up, or bring him up now? And if he plays well, it might force their hands to make a trade. So here, an article from the Post. They're talking about Ramon Sessions. He's been demoted. Is he going to get released, or is he going to get traded? They're going to probably put up. Maybe they'll work on a package to get something, anything for somebody like Sessions. They'll bring up Trey Burke. If he plays well, he's going to team up with his former college teammate Hardaway Jr., a Michigan teammate. Who knows? Maybe they might have something. I don't know. Does he play point guard? Is he? I don't know. He's not. Is he going to start? I don't know. You never know. You might catch lightning in a bottle. You saw Michael Beasley's been playing well. He's been showing flashes. Maybe he gets traded. Then there's another story. Enes Kanter, he's calling his coach Hornacek's decision to bench him in the fourth quarter of the pattern of him being tied down to the bench in the fourth quarter. You see, Hornacek has sat him down. He sat him down Friday in the fourth quarter and all over time. I don't know. Is it that the Knicks are trying to he's trying to put out a small lineup? I don't understand. Is it that he doesn't gel well out there with Porzingis? I don't understand. Kanter is a rebounder. Just let him go out there and rebound. Let him foul out if he has to. But the guy, he's a tenacious rebounder. And the NBA say he's a big rebounder, which the Knicks sorely need. Forget him scoring. Don't run any plays for him. Just put him out there. He's a big body. So now recently, because the Knicks have been on the road more, they're struggling. They've been struggling 2-6. You see in their last 8 games. Of course, Hardaway Jr. Being hurt, he's been hurt. Porzingis' injuries. The Knicks are not talented to survive without either of those two, if not both of them. So, listen, they're gonna maybe if they make a trade, they have to really assess. Are they buyers? Are they sellers? I think right now they should be sellers. Trade away a couple of these pieces. They're not. I've said before, on this roster, probably you're going to see Porzingis, Ntilikina, maybe Hardaway Jr., maybe Cantor, maybe Hernan-Gomez. He's been mentioned, but when the Knicks do make the playoffs and become a contender, there's going to be probably 3 or 4 or 5 players on this team that you'll see. If it's going to look very different. Anyway, that's going to do it. Tell me what you think about the Knicks, and like and subscribe, and we will see you soon.